Continuing with the Triumph Trophy TR5 pre-unit engine, I've actually got the crank all reassembled now, having found out that the big end journals on the crank were in excellent condition on a -10 undersize. The big end shells were also excellent and looked pretty much as new, and the sludge trap, even though it was very clean, it's now spotlessly clean because I dismantled that and checked that over. I put it all back together and I torqued the flywheel bolt that had to be removed to get access to the sludge trap to £30, which is what it's specified to be, and the big end nuts to £28. But it's all going to be coming up, well, not all, but the conrods are going to be coming off because I've seen a few things and I've had a word with the owner about them, and it's been decided that I'm going to get a brand new pair of conrods and fit them to this crank assembly. Incidentally, the timing side conrod had been fitted back to front with the little notches for the shells to engage in facing to the rear rather than the front. So I turned the timing side conrod over so it faced the right way, the same as the drive side conrod had been facing already. But that's all by the by now because we're going to be doing away with them. But the timing side conrod also had this, I don't know how well the camera might pick this out. In fact, I might take the head torch off. It's probably causing a bit of dazzle, but let's see if we can see it. There's sort of like centre punch marks, here we go, in the shank of the conrod along its length, and it's also sort of quite dull looking. It looks like it could do with a good polish, but that and the punch marks sort of put me off a little. So anyway, like I said, we've decided we're going to get new conrods on this. The shell bearings, I'm going to keep them because they're in very good condition and they've obviously worked well, so they're not a spurious set like you can be unfortunate enough to come across that might only do a few hundred miles and then fall to bits. So I'm going to use them in the new conrods. This conrod, although it looks a lot better on the drive side, I'll flip it over that way. Somebody, for whatever reason, has had a grinder to that steel big end cap. If we compare it to the timing side one, you'll probably see the slot is a lot wider in this one than it is in this one, and you can see the grinder marks. And this is not the first time actually that I've seen this kind of thing, and it makes me wonder what sort of things go through people's minds when they do things like that. Now, whether someone decided that they wanted the conrods to be exactly the same weight as each other, as I've often read about, where people who they're balancing the crank and they want the conrods to be exactly the same weight as each other and blah blah blah. But when the new conrods come, I'll just be fitting them as they are. I certainly won't be taking a grinder to anything for a start off, and I won't be taking a centre punch or whatever's been used on the shank of that conrod to the replacement conrod either. So any doubts about these two will be removed when the conrods are removed and the new ones fitted in their place. But until they arrive, obviously I'm on stop with this project for a little while.